I just want to preface this by saying I'll probably never film another video like this, but this is very important because there's a few lessons in here that can be learned from this horrible situation that happened online. Okay, let's go. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be addressing some online drama. I really wasn't gonna film anything like this, but like I said in the intro thing, it's kind of necessary because there's a few good lessons from this whole instance that can be learned. What we're gonna be talking about today is the Bryce Hall and BadZach fight and Tana Mongeau's video that she just posted, freshly posted, about the situation. Now, I know a lot of people do not like Tana Mongeau, but I am a spray tan. I'm a stan of anything Tana Mongeau, and she's very problematic. She's very confrontational. She always says what she means. She does what she means. She's not afraid to, go against popular belief, and that is why I mess with Tana Mongeau, because I'm the exact same way. I'm not afraid to, have confrontation. I'm not afraid to butt heads with somebody on ideas or beliefs. So yes. So I'm gonna give you a rundown of the situation from what is public, What I'm gonna do is give you a rundown of the entire situation, give you some feedback from what I believe, what happened, and how I think things should have went about. And then, like I said, I just watched Tana's video, and so we have some of her feedback, and we have some directly from Zach. Basically what happened, there was alcohol involved. Zach, Bryce, a few other friends, and a girl that was romantically involved with Bryce were all somewhere, they're partying. Like I said, alcohol is involved, and so you know how people get when there's alcohol involved. Apparently, Zach knew that Bryce had been cheating on Mystery Girl throughout their relationship talking phase, and Bryce knew that Zach knew about the cheating, which is kind of confusing, but I just dropped my pen 1 second. It said that Zach and the girl were in a bathroom, not with the door shut, not even with the door shut, just standing in the bathroom. I don't know if the girl was, checking herself out in the mirror, or Zach even, or if like the space was crowded and people were just standing in the bathroom. I don't know how big the bathroom was or anything like that. But Bryce said in a live video that he seen and heard Zach trying to get with this girl, and that made him angry because, men are really possessive over females for no reason. Not all men. We're not even gonna say men. Boys are possessive over females for no reason when they have no right to be, especially when they're intoxicated. So like I said, obviously this made Bryce upset, and so when he came to confront Zach, Zach tried to explain what was going on, and like I said, they're both drunk, and so, nothing's coming out right, and nothing's being received correctly by Bryce. Bryce also mentioned in the live that he was telling Zach, stop talking. He'd been drinking. He's angry. He doesn't want to do anything bad, like that would cause like a problem in the friendship. Well, newsflash, you did, brother. You did. So then Zach said in Tana's video that he did keep talking, which he said that might have been a mistake, but he just wanted to not let Bryce leave angry at him because like they were still friends at the time. They were really good friends. And he didn't want him to leave, upset. So he's trying to explain what happened. Like, we were just standing here talking. She did ask about this, and I said this, blah, 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 blah. Before an idea could be, presented by Zach, Bryce proceeded to hit him, and Zach's drunk. So, his balance is, like, not there at all. So after being hit, he kind of loses his balance, and Bryce, I guess, lost it completely after that first hit, and just kept proceeding to hit him, and Zach eventually fell into a bathtub behind him and began shielding his face while still being hit. And then the girl told Zach that he was put in a chokehold for close to half a minute, if not more than that. So this was a very serious situation, and Zach later posted a picture of himself on his Instagram story, and that got people talking like what happened. And then he spoke with Zoe, who runs Messy Monday, and that's what got it leaked the next day. So this was like 2 days ago. And so that made it public, and it got told who did it and everything. Zach didn't even tell who done it. And so he was just like, oh my God, this happened, wild night, LOL. And he's still being very positive about it. He didn't want to bring any negative attention to, Bryce for the situation happening. But Messy Monday leaked what happened. So this is where Tana Mongeau comes in. I know a lot of people are like, why did she butt into the situation? Well, you have to think, if this was one of your best friends who just got, brutally assaulted by, another friend, like a mutual friend of you guys', you're gonna be, you know, kind of upset and kind of confused as to what happened, and you're gonna, you know, spread your truth about it as well. You're not just gonna like let it go. So one of the several tweets that Tana released is, I'm gonna quote it, "If you blame being a terrible person on being drunk, you suck." What that was referring to was Bryce trying to blame his anger and aggression on being drunk, which I completely agree with Tana on this one. If you know you can't control your anger and things when you're drunk, then my best suggestion to you is don't get drunk. You don't get to blame your issues or problems or anything like that on being drunk, because that is a choice. It's not something you are, you know, you're not naturally drunk. You can naturally control yourself. So if you can't while you're drunk, then don't drink, period. Bryce then responded to Tana's tweet saying, if you're so good friends with Bryce, then why did you cheat on him with me when y'all were talking or whatever? Now, it wasn't confirmed that they were talking. We do know they were good friends, so that could be something that wasn't, you know, brought out to public, which, I mean, it doesn't have to be. But even then, I still don't think it's right that, you know, Bryce brought that up. Like, it was completely irrelevant to the situation. Judging from Bryce's record, a tweet like this could be expected. He's known to slut shame a lot of women and use vulgar terms against them, say vulgar things to them, be very aggressive towards women. So while we were all, you know, surprised about this, we weren't actually that surprised that he said something like this. He then began a series of tweets saying really random things. I guess he was just making things up to, you know, kind of make it a lighter situation, but at the same time make him seem like you know, a tough guy. He said things like Tana sucked his toes. If she did suck your toes, why does that matter? That is not, you know, that's not relevant to the fact that you assaulted a friend of yours. Even if it wasn't a friend of yours, if you assault someone, nothing you say or do after that can make what you did right. If he had hit you first, or there was a physical confrontation between the two of you, understandable in a way. I don't condone violence in any way. I've never been into a fight. I've always been taught to, you know, use my words and try to resolve conflicts like that, or don't put myself in a situation that a conflict like this could come about. Some more tweets that Bryce put out kind of shamed Zach in a way for being the victim and kind of, you know, targeting Zach's fans for wondering why Bryce did this. And yes, some of them were very rude and sent death threats and things like that, which are completely uncalled for. But I do believe that Bryce deserves some type of, you know, reprimand or some kind of consequence from this, because Zach is not pressing charges. And this was not like at a sponsored event or anything. This was just like a private, you know, friend get together. So there's no company or anything that could really like kick him off their platform or anything like that. He can lose brand sponsors if he even has any, and that's the T. I do believe he should lose sponsors if he has them, strictly because this is bringing a lot of negative attention to Bryce, and if Bryce is affiliated with their company or brand, it's also going to bring negative attention towards that or take away positive attention from it. So either way, it's a lose for companies involved with Bryce. Now here is the lesson of it all. Victim shaming is a big no-no. No matter what happens, whether it deals with, you know, assault or rape or anything like that, you never shame the victim for what happened. If somebody is a victim of assault, nothing they did, unless they assaulted the person, you know, first, is really an excuse for, like, a reason for them getting assaulted. There shouldn't, like, violence, that's a big thing for me. Violence is never it. That is never the move. That is never trendy, you know, punching someone in the face, like you being the big guy because, you know, beat up this kid. That's never the move, and I never think that should be, you know, a thing. But it is a thing, unfortunately, and when it does happen, you should never blame the victim, because, like I said, nothing they do makes being assaulted appropriate. Another thing that has always made me frown at Bryce, in a way, is him shaming women for what they do in their own personal life. He talks about, this person kissed this many people, or this person slept with this many people. None of that matters at all. And the thing is, he doesn't do it like privately. He doesn't just talk about it with a friend. He puts it on the internet where his hundreds of thousands of followers can see it across several platforms. The biggest thing with that is since he is a male influencer, he's going to have tons of younger female followers. Slut shaming in front of thousands of young teenage girls, younger than that even, is terrible. Absolutely terrible. It is unacceptable. It is mind-boggling that anybody could think this is okay. Especially an influencer. Your job is to be a role model in front of all these people. And I know a lot of people don't want to be a role model, but you have pursued this career. You have done something and continued to pursue the career that you're in now. And so now there's certain things that you can't do. There's just things you can't do now because you're in a position that's going to, you know, it just stresses me out. So I think it is safe to say Bryce Hall is canceled for now anyway. I'm not saying that he could, you know, make a bounce back. I think he would need to do something, you know, pretty good. Like, I don't know if he needs to meet with Zach and do some kind of public apology, because at this point he's not only apologizing to Zach, he needs to apologize to Tana for what he said about her. He needs to apologize to all of Zach's fans that he criticized or talked down upon. He needs to apologize to his own fans because he has just, everyone that supports him looks like an idiot right now because they have defended him through so much, and then this happens. Every time he does something, he gets so much defense, and then he just does something right back, and it's like a slap in the face to his supporters, and I think that is absolutely terrible. Anyway, like I said, I won't be making a lot of videos like this, but I know this was just a big trending topic on, like, in the internet world right now, so I figured I might as well hop on, you know, the clickbait train and make a good video about it and, you know, express my opinions and things like that, because I'm a very opinionated person. I've never, like I said in the beginning, I've never been afraid to, you know, contradict popular beliefs or to voice my opinion on, like, a controversial topic. So I'll still be posting a video on Sunday about my 2018 like reflection. So still be on the lookout for that. And until then, peace out.